Hey guys, welcome to another Legacy Enchantress video. This is Spatula of the Ages. Today I'm going to be playing the Witch House in an MTGO League. So the Witch House is a version of Enchantress running Living Wish, focusing on Doomwake Giant, especially. In a lot of ways it's a Doomwake Giant deck, um, because you get 5 copies of it without having to burden your mana curve as much. The list I'm running today, if you've seen any of these, or you're like looking into this because you saw the list on the source or Goldfish or anywhere, it's pretty much my standard list. The general, like the foundation of any Enchantress deck is going to be Utopia, Sprawl, Wild Growth, or Gothian and Presence. You do need a little bit of extra acceleration. You could run like Dryad Arbor, so you could green Sun Zenith for it. Or you could run Exploration. I'm running Guidus Touch. It serves a little like Exploration. I'm running that to reduce the damage from Chalice at 1. There's a lot of Chalice going around right now. It's got a couple other advantages over it. Obviously, it's got some drawbacks compared to Exploration. Especially like if you're going off, like Exploration generally is better, but in that case, it doesn't matter too much which one you're running. Running the full suite of Elephant Grass, 1 Confinement main, 1 in the sideboard for those really fast decks to bring in, a couple of Overrain effects, 1 Ground Seal, 1 Seal Primordium, 1 Mirror's Guile, Eidolon as a GSE target. The sideboard is also fairly standard. Aegis of the Gods as a wish target that's both like an enchantment you can get. So like if you draw Living Wish when you need to like keep chaining enchantments, you can like go get that and cast it, and it tends to do things against a fair number of decks. It's also another out against Storm combo, and like black decks like Liliana, discard Diabolic Edict effects and the like. Doomwake Giant, like I mentioned earlier. For a while I was cutting Spore Frog, but I ended up missing him a bunch. Like, the deck can be a little bit slow sometimes if you don't get early acceleration, and being able to wish for Spore Frog to buy another turn can often like give you the time you need to finish, stabilizing. Tig as your main like anti-storm card. It's good against some other decks like Dragon Stompy and Miracles and Elves. Your Gothian that you can wish for, a couple of chokes, Rexage and Wicker Bow, so you have, like post-board, you have high access to artifact and enchantment removal. I would try dropping Kamal for a little bit, but I felt like Living Wish wasn't doing as much against like grindy decks. Like I needed another, after, if they deal with the Argothian, then like Doomwake is your next best threat against a control deck, and like sometimes it doesn't actually do much. Like sometimes Wicker Bow can do something, but I felt like the deck was lacking muscle when I dropped him, so he's back in. Revoker is kind of like a catch-all. It comes in as a wish target against a lot of decks. Don't get him against Grixis Control, or you're going to get blown out by Kolaghan's Command. There's your Emrakul, there's your Windcon. Caracas is usually the Living Wish MVP. That card gets you out of a lot of situations. Standard deck list for what I've been running. So let's go to the first game. I have been testing a version of Enchantress. There are a couple different versions, I guess. Like trying to find a home for Estrid the Masked, the new Enchantress Planeswalker coming out. If you're watching this video because you're interested in Enchantress, no doubt you like have your own plans or thoughts about like how to use her. I don't really think she works in a Living Wish build, so I think, and I'm not sure how well she works in like, I don't think you really want her in the RIP Helm builds either, because like RIP shuts off her ult, and like without that I think you're not getting full value out of her. So I think she kind of needs to be her own thing. Like she could fit, I guess, more in like Eternal Winds because you're already running blue there. But like you do need to make some alterations to the deck. Like obviously you need to run like 4 Abundant Growth if you're running her. I'm not sure how many of those guys are running them. Yeah, so I've been trying that. One thing, I think you do want to like go 4 color with her though, because like Doomwake is really good. with Estrid's Invocation, which is also like, I think, like the cards work well together. It does add up to the curve a little bit, so you need to run some like extra acceleration. But yeah. So one other or black card rather that I'm testing right now. I'm not testing it today, but I've been testing it in because I'm not sure how good it is. I haven't done it in queue, but like in like open play, I've been testing Trial of Ambition. That's another card that could work with Estrid's Invocation. Alright, so it's a keepable hand. It's a little bit vulnerable to Wasteland because my second land's a Savannah. But it's definitely not mulliganable. Like, if I need to, I can Living Wish for Caracas. Whether to lead, I guess I lead with the growth. Because I don't know yet what color, like if he has Wasteland, maybe I'd need a name white with Utopia Sprawl, but if I draw another land and then... Yeah, I don't know yet what color this should be, so I guess I'll just lead off with Wild Growth. This looks like... Well, I mean, Volcanic Island could be a lot of things, but... Oh, okay, it's Delver. Alright, well that's good. I got another... So against a turn 1 Delver, you know, there could be a question of like whether you run the presence out into a Daze or not. Like, if he didn't lead with Delver, if he led with Goose, maybe it would be right to like Wish first. But I think you're on a significant clock if he has Delver out, and I think you need to just take the chance. Yeah, okay, got through. Could have been right to Sprawl first for the Wish next turn if I did think he had the Daze. Okay. So we have a presence out, but we also have fast clock on us. We might end up like Spore Frogging this game, but it can be risky. I don't know yet whether he's on Grixis or Canadian. Canadian runs Stifle. I don't want to get stifled, but maybe I okay. Start with the Sprawl. I'm gonna name him White, and that way I'll run out the Savannah, and if it gets Wastelanded, I'll still have White. First, I'm gonna Elephant Grass. So next turn, I've got 7 mana. He apparently doesn't have Daze or Force, so I'll just go get Doomwave Giant, I guess. Oh wait, I can't do that and pay the upkeep. I guess maybe I'll start with an Aegis of the Gods, depending on what I draw. Like if I don't draw another enchantment, I mean. I can start with that. I mean, it cuts off Lightning Bolt, and by cuts off, I mean like he has to use 1 Lightning Bolt on it. I mean, it saves me 3 life, and draws some cards. That can be like relevant against a tempo deck. Although they don't have the fastest start in the world, obviously. Although they did, I mean, besides the fact that they had a blind flip Delver. It's pretty much the only thing they have going for them right now. Alright. Yeah, so I mean, I want to keep the grass around. Alright. Force on. No reason not to do that. And I don't care if it gets dazed or force held or whatever. I'm actually happier that gets dazed, because then you can't like drop another land and attack with both these guys. So I guess if the Goyf gets up to 4/5, it's better just to block with the Aegis, because like otherwise it's saving me 3 life if it draws a bolt. It's saving 4 life if it blocks a Goyf. I mean, or he could just like, you know, Fort Bullet or something. Tar Fire or whatever. Okay, so yeah, if it's a 4/5, I think it's better just to block here. I mean, I lose a creature, but he loses basically an attack step. So, I mean, that's pretty bad for him right now. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. If he does have a force, I take 8, I go to 6. He probably doesn't kill me unless he has double. Like, hopefully I draw an enchantment anyway. That would, like, give me something else to cast. But if I don't, if I draw another land, all I can do is Living Wish if I pay this upkeep, so... okay, I'll let you draw that. Or an enchantment, rather. That's good. And it's one that gives me mana. So, man, I think I should cast out something. Because he's tapped now. Normally cast out is a risky proposition, because, well, I mean, it could still get Force of Will, but, like, it could, normally, like, you have to worry about it getting stifled. But since he doesn't have Stifle open, I think I hit his Goyf. Yeah, I didn't even need to do make this turn. I think I can do it next turn. He doesn't have a lot of pressure right now. I guess green, because I could draw another, well, I mean, I could draw another grass, or just another 1 green mana enchantment. And, yeah, should that's alright. So I've got the Bayou in hand and the Savannah in play, so I'll just discard the Windswept Heath, because it's basically just a force that costs me life right now, which I need my life. This deck does like go down in life a lot. Like you often win at like less than 5 life, which is why I'm not crazy about lists running like tons of fetch lands. Like I get it if you've got a bunch of Sylvan Libraries or Mirror Giles, but your life total, like you can't, like, because you almost never block, right? So like you don't have that much to play with. Sure. We can just end this, I think. Yeah, I'll just start with the Abundant Growth. I might as well, I guess. We're probably going to draw Sanctum. Should I go ahead and play the 3rd Enchantress? I guess I might as well. now the game is definitely over. That's a lot of gas. Okay. I think I actually can pay for Flusterstorm with the guy's touch. No, I can't. Because of all the spells I cast, I couldn't, of course. So I wouldn't have been able to roll this turn. It doesn't matter. Because I'd still have a next turn. And also he didn't Flusterstorm. So, yeah, this game's over. Alright, so... Canadian Thrush. Jokes. So if he's on the play, I don't know if you've watched this before. This is what I do against Canadian Thrush. I take out Living Wish. If they don't have Flusterstorm, they'll probably bring it in for this and Green Sun Zenith. They didn't see my replenish, but that also is hit by Spell Snare. It's easy to spell pierce, and it's generally expensive. You know, against them on the play, they're a little fast, so I don't wanna just make myself super vulnerable. So Ground Seal doesn't do anything. Well, no, that's not true. They probably bring it in Surgical. Seal of Primordium, they probably bring in Winter Orb. They probably have Winter Orb in there. So like Cast Out was fine that time, but I think generally it's still a liability, so I'm gonna leave Banishing Light because it's not quite as much a blowout because it's 3 mana instead of 4. I do have the Doomite Giants, the Confinements, the Grass. Those are like my primary defense, and together with Choke. Mary's Guile's pretty slow against them. Like, it's still probably better as Aegis. Like that way, like I mentioned, like it's not a great defense. Obviously, it just kind of eats one lightning bolt, or jump blocks. But it's something. You know, you are obviously you need to resolve an Enchantress, but you also need to like survive. So like you do need a certain amount of cards that are just gonna like help you with that. So you could bring in Spore Frog, but and like that would be right against some decks. But if they're playing Stifle, you could just get blown out by a well-timed Stifle. So I don't think that's right here. So I'm gonna leave the Seal in, I guess. No, the Seal can become Rex Sage. That way I can Green Sun Zenith for it if I need to, and Chump Block with it, like I mentioned, for like tempo. It is one less enchantment, but my enchantment count's still pretty good. 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 28, 29, 33, 1. Yeah, I mean, that's a good enchantment count. Like, replacing the Seal with Rex Sage is fine. So another way to play around Winter Orb is to, like, stack up, if you can, on the same lands. So, like, this has no acceleration, and I'm on the draw. It does have Grass, and, like, Choke, and an Enchantress. But if I don't like draw Wild Growth in the first 2 turns, I could just be too slow to do anything against a fast hand. I do have Grass though. Grass can buy me time. I could like play the Grass aggressively in this one, and then like hope to like use it to go into a Choke where he's tapped out. It's really not a great hand, but I don't know if I want to mulligan. because like they do run a lot of disruption, and I can get like killed just by like not having enough business in hand. So if he leads with something, I think I use my fetch so it doesn't get stifled. They could have brought out stifles, but when you're playing against a deck like Canadian Thresh, it's generally better to be wastelanded than it is to be stifled. Like unless he just doesn't have another land drop. I might actually even invite the wasteland, because him dropping it preemptively means he probably doesn't have any other lands in hand. And he didn't shuffle his deck for the brainstorm. So like if I invite the wasteland and he takes it, then the following turn I can grass. Yeah, maybe I'll look like I'm digging for lands. Invite the wasteland and then grass for a few turns till I like establish my mana. Because if there's one thing I have in hand, it is lands. Yeah. I'm gonna look silly if he makes his land drop here. So I think actually I'll windswept. Okay, so that's nice. I think I still want to drop the grass though, because I'm already at 13. What I'll do is Heath for a forest. I don't actually need dual lands because I have abundant growth. Gaia's Touch. Oh man, I hope he doesn't have days though. It'd be awkward if he has days and he just dazes this. Yeah, okay, maybe I should have thought about days. Okay, so next turn, I actually will lead with Elephant Grass because that's the more important card to resolve. Then play Argothian. Then the next turn, I can pay the upkeep and choke. Okay, he didn't set himself up for a flip, didn't he? Brainstorm? That's weird. He has Stifle Mana open. So like I said, I'm going to lead with the grass, because if he has Spell Pierce or Daze, the grass is actually more important than the Argothian at this point. I'm done with my turn regardless of what it is. So I think though he's out of his Brainstorm, so he could draw a land here. Or Ponder, but he can't Ponder and have enough land to attack here. So yeah, so I'm still going to pay the upkeep, pay the Sanctum, choke. It's going to be protected from Daze. Obviously you could have Force of Will, but like you could always have Force of Will, so you know, obviously you can't base your decisions too much off of that. Yes, I mean like with the Seraph Sanctum especially, it's mana neutral to just, okay, that's good. Replenish is good here, especially considering what I got in hand and in the graveyard. Yeah, so I still don't want to get stifled. I mean, he doesn't have Spell Pierce. But if he does the next turn, I just replenish the choke back. Okay, good. Alright, good. So Elephant Grass plus Choke is obviously Savage against them. So it's hard to tell what... yeah, that's the deck I was talking about. I'm testing with Estrid. It's hard to tell like which, like he probably has some sort of disenchant naturalize effect in the board. I've seen them play like naturalize, but I've also seen like Frozen Grip. Obviously, I'd rather he had Frozen Grip. This list doesn't have anything. Maybe they're not running anything. Maybe they're just like running Winter Orb or something like that. Obviously, I'm going to keep this around. Here. Do I want to play land first? I'm already Spell Pierce proof. So, sort of like the mixed bag about this situation too is like, like it puts him in a bind about his. I actually don't mind getting stifled here because then he loses his land as well. All right. What to do with their wastelands? Because like if he uses it to kill my Sanctum, like he can't untap with it, which is like one of the lands he has that would actually be able to do anything underneath choke. Probably the only one, since I don't know if they run Taiga. They might run one, but probably not because of days. All right, well, just like that, choke him out of the game. A lot of these guys, like you saw me bait him with the Savannah, like these guys like sort of have a lot of people like pick up like popular decks and they have sort of like a textbook approach to it. Like even though he only had one other land and he knows that I play Elephant Grass, he still couldn't resist destroying my land. You know, and because of that, he lost. Like he could have won possibly, like had he not done that. But next one. Yeah, I don't know though if there's like a standardized list. Man, I played against a guy that brought in Submerge against me. Like, and he actually used it a few times. Like mainly, I guess on Eidolon or Dimwake. I can't even remember. But it's like, why? Why would you do that? I mean, like, so this list you'd expect surgicals. This doesn't have Winter Orbs. I swear that like most of the ones I play against seem like they have Winter Orb though. I guess Grafdigger's Cage does something. Yeah, there's Winter Orb. Yeah, I feel like I've seen more Crows and Grips than like Naturalize, which is good for me because it's not like I was going to counter it anyway, and 3 mana can be harder to get to, especially with like taxing effects like Grass or Choke. So this is the list I was testing. Venomancer represents Estrid. I don't normally like Dryad Arbor, but this list is a little expensive, so you do need extra acceleration. But like I like Oblivion Ring a lot with Estrid's Invocation. I like Seer of Safety because it protects her. It's another thing. Like it is an okay card. Like you can't afford too many cards in this price range, even with all our acceleration. But it is pretty good also to drop against Sneak and Show in a lot of situations. Still testing Trial of Ambition. Still have Primordial, obviously not like amazing synergy with Estrid's Invocation, but like just to like have a variety of answers. So yeah, testing it out. That hand doesn't do anything. Alright, that hand's good. Against... I obviously don't have the mana to cast this right now. Like, unless it's elves or death and taxes, I don't think I actually want it this early. Against death and taxes, I have grass to buy time. Elves, I'm going to regret that, obviously. Since we know Doomwick's at the bottom, and you generally don't need black till the mid-game anyway, we'll just name white. Hi, YouTube. What does that mean? Somebody from the Enchantress Discord. Am I playing the mirror? I don't know if my hand's that saucy against the mirror, like in my experience, which is not all that much in recent years. But it seems to come down to like who has the most acceleration. Back in the day, though, the match, like, kind of, well, the Legends rule was so different, so it came down to, like, kind of who. Left you a comment on your video. I didn't see no comments on my video. Yeah, so the mirror match used to kind of come down to, like, whoever drew their Sanctum first. Oh, there it comes. Oh, so this guy knows my list. Oh shit. Lance? Is that Lance? Do they play a factory? Well, if it's lands, I got grass, so that's good. Alright, well, Transfer 1 is pretty good against me. What the hell are they on? With flagstones? Well, I think maybe... I think I care less about the Guile. Maybe I'm setting up for Replenish, though. If he's, like, just because, like, Mox Diamond makes, and lands makes you think he's probably on Dark Depths combo of some kind. Kind of want to get this grass out. But I can dig with other stuff first, try to set up a Replenish if I get that, or I could draw into, like, a Living Wish, or Seal of Primordium, or even a Vanishing Light for the Chalice. But I do want to get the grass in play, I think. But we're off to an okay start. What is he playing? It's got Karn, Chalice, Mox Diamond, Ancient Wish. Like, certainly looks like, obviously, some kind of... This is like an Angel Stompy kind of list or something? Possibly? Yeah, so I guess I'll just presents first. Okay. Maybe it's Angel Stompy, I don't know. What deck runs Karn, Chalice, Mox? What the hell? There's no list on here for Legacy. Hmm. You know, I mean, so that point about like silver bullets and stuff, like I was running one grove for a while, and it's alright. Like I could go back to it. Like when I originally built the deck, it was like sort of designed to be resilient to like non-basic hate, and also like just more like reliable. Like part of that is that running non-basics is bad for you because of all your land enchantments. Um, Also because like of Gaia's Touch, but like I don't want to be overly reliant on non-green cards because they can be more difficult to cast even with Abundant Growth. And like Sterling Grove is a little bit awkward to cast. It's also a little bit expensive. It's like basically a 3-mana spell, like unless you're just using it for the Shroud. Like it's obviously a really good card, like an Enchantress. So he is building some pressure. Like next turn, I guess he hits for 8. I double grass. Let's see. No, I can't resolve the grasses. That's awkward. I need to start hitting my land drops here. So I'm not going to Grandson Zenith. I'm going to, well, hopefully I draw like a Banishing Light or Seal, and then I just do that. I think I'd probably hit a Construct. Like, I need to buy time. And then deal with the Chalice later. If it's a Seal, though, I guess I could hit the Chalice, then Grass. And that should slow him down a fair bit. I can jump with the Argothian as a last case, or last resort. Yeah, like I don't have enough mana for Living Wish right now. Let's start with the grass. Okay, well there's the seal. Still no land. Awkward. So that means I think that I do have to use it on a construct. So either I use it on a construct or I chump block. Actually, maybe it's better to chump block and start drawing a bunch of cards and drop a grass next turn. Well, either way, this turn's over. I really wish I wouldn't keep missing these land drops. That's 2 missed land drops. I guess it's not that much. He had a fast start though. So if, let's see, if he tombs and attacks with both, and I chomp, then I take 9 and I'm at 2, unless he plays some more artifacts, but then he'd need the mana for them. If I, oh wait, no, actually I could, I'd be at 3 because I destroy the chalice, which would weaken the constructs also. Wasn't even paying attention. The Chisel Curtis wins 15th. Okay, that could be annoying. It's also like why I think like if I had a lot of spare tickets or something, or like I have them in a chest, I would play like a mix of fetch lands. Like right now I'm doing 1 Catacombs, 3 Heath, because that's just like what I have, and I don't necessarily want to spend money and tickets on it. But like since I'm not running a basic planes, there's no advantage to Heath except that it's cheaper, I guess. I actually don't want him to have the tomb because I might rely on the grass. So like, so if I jump and seal, I don't lose as much, but I think I'm dead next turn anyway, and I can't get a grass down. But yeah, so I guess I seal the chalice, like draw some cards with growth and guys touch and grass. Hope to get some more land drops, maybe like a second grass or confinement even. Oh yeah, I forgot the factor's also going to boost these guys. So that's 7 plus, it's 4. 6 after I destroy it. So that's 10, I'll be at 1. If I chump, if I destroy the chalice and chump, I'll be at 1. I think that's my only way out, really. And then like draw really well. I mean, like I could Green Sun Zenith next turn. Like if I destroy this, I could Green Sun next turn. I'll take 4. This turn I'll be at 7. I could chump it again, but if I like don't draw a land, I think it's better to do it this way. I guess either way, I'm taking a. Yeah, okay, yeah. Right, so I'm at 1. Take that, Sorcerer's Spyglass and Windswept Heath. I couldn't use that anyway. I'll be pissed if he has another Chalice in hand, though. Man. Alright, well the good news is we have a lot of artifact destruction on the board. Hopefully it doesn't have quite as fast a start next time. Yeah. Okay, didn't have another Chalice. So we got a shot at this. That involves, man, it involves so much luck. I can Living Wish for a Spore Frog. I think that's all I can do. Will the frog pull me through? I need to dig for the confinement then, like, that's all I got here. Like, I'm at 1, so like no amount of grass is gonna be enough. I don't think I want him to have Smokestack. He can have this. I wonder what the green is for. This is an interesting list. It is sort of like, I guess it's like sort of like GW Stompy. I guess I haven't actually seen any of the like non-artifact cards, like or non-colorless cards, I guess. Well, that could be the nail in the coffin, unless I top deck a confinement right now. Rough beats. I needed this line a while ago. Yeah, I think. Okay, wait, no. I can play land, wild growth, and draw the confinement here. And I think I'm dead otherwise. That's not it. Okay. I just concede. Alright. So white card is like for humility. I guess that makes sense since this comment was about that. He likes the hate cards. Well, Sealed Primordium comes in, I tell you that. I don't know if we need all 4 grasses here. Ground Seal. I doubt that matters. Wicker Bow comes in. Seems like a deck that Guttic would be good in. Or good against. Humility is actually kind of a beating against us. Yeah, maybe I cut another grass. Like, he played a Karn, but, and like that gave him a fast start, but it seemed like otherwise, like, if he hadn't had like a, what was that, a turn 2 Karn? Like, he didn't actually seem like he had that much gas. So my primary wish target will be Rex Sage. It could be Revoker depending on like what he's got. What else? I don't think I'd bring in Kamal. Confinement, like I doubt he has much of an answer for that besides Smokestack, but like I said, I'm not sure that he's got like that many fast starts. Maybe it would make sense on the draw. Like when I'm on the draw, maybe it would make sense to bring that in. Doomwake Giant. Well, it attacks Karn. I could kill tokens. Can't kill manlands very well. But maybe. No, it's probably bad. It's probably better just because it does give me a chance to be aggressive. But maybe on the draw, I'll switch that for the confinement. Yeah. It's hard to know, obviously, like what to do against the deck that you have like no idea what it does, really. That is an advantage of spicy homebrews. So, Guile, extra cards, Living Wish for like an Enchantress or a Rex Sage, and Cast Out. I think I like this hand, even though it doesn't go into an Enchantress. I think I also like. If he goes turn 1 Chalice, though, it's a lot worse. And I'd have to figure out. Well, no, I can just like Living Wish turn 2 for Rex Sage. And if that's the case, maybe I'd lead with the Guile. Because I want to make sure I hit my 3rd land drop. You know, such as you can. No, but I'll hit my 3rd land drop by the Wild Growth, and like the top 3 might not have anything. So I think this hand is fine, and I lead with the Wild Growth. Turn 1 Chalice again. Okay. I think I'm still going to prioritize Rex Sage, actually. Settle Rex Age next turn. Like a lot of these decks are, you know, will just like rely. This one seems more disruptive, but a lot of the other ones will like rely on just like a turn one Chalice and then beats. And like getting an early answer to Chalice is critical, like, because if it's around too long, you like even though you can still draw cards off the Enchantresses, like we did last time, if they don't stick, your like Sanctum doesn't get big. Okay, that's fine. Like given this, like he doesn't have the Mox this time. I'm gonna destroy his Chalice, so like his guys aren't gonna get that big very quickly. Like depending on what he draws or plays next turn. Okay, and I hit a land drop, so I'm gonna Guile as well. Like, if he attacks, obviously, like, I'm happy to trade Rex Age for a Construct, that's fine. Yes, I think it was. As a matter of fact. Just taking a lot of damage from these tombs. I could just get in there with Rex Age. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Well, that's okay. I did get to, these guys are big now. If I draw a white source, I can kill his Construct with Cast Out and then just kill the Karn. Then he's just stuck with, like, Chalices, which are annoying, and a Construct that's not quite as big. But, like, I think actually my clock will be faster than his because it was Ancient Tombs killing him. So I hope there's, like, a fetch land or Savannah, Caracas, or something on top. There's not. Did I think I just sequenced that wrong, didn't I? I needed to put the Wild Growth. I was thinking like it was going to actually draw me cards when it came into play, the Abundant Growth. I hope that doesn't cost me, but it could. Alright. I could still draw a white source. And go in at the Karn. If he doesn't leave one back. If he doesn't have another creature, I think he has to leave one back. If he wants to protect his Karn. But maybe he's just going to go full aggro. 6 mana. I guess. Well, I don't know what's in his hand. Like, obviously, he doesn't have colored mana. How scared am I of Trinisphere right now? Not wildly, I guess. Like, it'd just mainly be, like, digging with anything that's 1 mana. It's a little redundant at this point with the Chalices. I'd rather that than, like, him enable whatever cards he's been unable to play. Okay, so I fucked up the sequence on that. Forgetting about Chalice. I drew 3 Chalices, wow. That's amazing. Wants to save the life, I guess. Makes sense. Oh, it's just gonna go in there, huh? A chump block is a chump block no matter when it's made. So, I think I allow it. I'd be 1 card deeper if I hadn't fucked up. Huh. Confinement I can't do anything with. Fuck me. If he has another artifact, I'm just dead. Actually, I can just make one. Shit, I think I'm just dead. I need white. I could kill the card, but then I'd definitely die. Fuck me. So I hope he like doesn't have an artifact and he forgets to do his card before he attacks. Not in a good position when you need the opponent to make a mistake. Yeah. So what was the card I would have seen? Seal Primordium. That wouldn't have done it because it gets countered. Oh well. Alright, so 1-1. It could have been right to prioritize the abundant growth over the Miri's Guile because I did have Cast Out in hand. Like, maybe it wouldn't have made a difference with the double chalice, but just in case he had one more chalice. Yeah, I guess you figure you've only got like, well, no, you got like 7 white sources that don't get disrupted by chalice. 4 fetches, a Caracas, 2 sanctums, and Savannah. So like, it seemed like there was a reasonable chance of hitting a white source or of him not having like double chalice in addition to the first one. Like, triple chalice and Karn just seems like, okay. What are you gonna do? This hand's alright. Wish Enchantress, God Seal action, depending on if it matters. Dig deeper with abundant growth. Volcanic Brainstorm. So hard to know what he's on here. If he's on Sneak and Show, like it could be right to drop the Seal and the Caracas, but without knowing that, like it could just be a mistake. If he's Show and Tells instead of Sneak Attacks, I'm okay, because I've got the Seal for Omniscience, unless he's got the Emrakul already in hand. Oh no, he's Exiles Omniscience. And I've got Caracas for anything else, and like I can drop the Caracas later. It's like, without Sneak Attack, they don't have haste. So he is on Sneak and Show. MTGO on mine like has this thing where like when a card like goes on the stack, it like flashes as Emrakul all the time because MTGO is such a good program and not total trash. Definitely not that. So since he's on Sneak and Show and he didn't show until that turn, he could be on Sneak Attack, which would also explain like he wouldn't care about Omniscience at that point. In which case, I do want to drop the let's see. if I drop the seal, and he has a Spell Pierce, he Spell Pierces. If I pay for it with a Caracas, he still has to have 5 mana to pull it off. He might not have that. If he has to play 4 mana, either way, I guess I play the Caracas first. I hope he doesn't have a Spell Pierce, or I hope he doesn't have, okay, good. So, like, if you've got, Seal, and Caracas, you should be pretty good against, Sneak Attack, and, like, you actually should be pretty good also against, Show and Tell. Like, Seal and Caracas is a good position to be in, obviously, against them. Now I need to drop an Enchantress and actually, like, card advantage him out of the game. So just trying to bait my Seal. It's not going to work, mate. Alright. I could get Gaddock Teak here. That way I shut out Sneak Attack. I think if I get Gaddock Teak to resolve here, I just shut him out. Like, unless he's got some main deck, like, he could main deck like a Braid. I've seen that before. I doubt he main decks Pyroclasm. But, like, so against most decks, I wouldn't recommend these types of things. I'd say, like, put your Enchantresses out first. But against Sneak and Show, you do have to play, like, you're the control role. Which means you do, like, prioritize stopping them over doing your own stuff. I think I would pick for Spell Piercer. Is he going to force him, or is this on spell? That's funny, because, like, it's like he's not losing an extra card, but he is at the same time. That's really funny. Okay, well, obviously you never, like, tap Caracas against them. He's down to 2 cards in hand. This should be alright. But, like, I do need to get an Enchantress online. I don't want him to, like, just be able to, like, draw into an out. Okay, well, that's good. I think I'll actually start with the Eidolon, because I can start attacking and reduce his ability to, like, dig into an Ancient Tomb or, like, Grizzlebrand. Is there another Force One? Shit. Hot stuff, hot stuff. Plum in my hand. I guess I should play that first. I've seen them play Days, although I think that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, honestly, like, why would this deck play Days? Alright. Well, they're down to, like, random jank, and they are, like, random cards in hand. And, like, the thing is, like, they are a combo deck in the truest sense of the word. Like, they need to, like, assemble a certain combination of cards. So, like, it's going to be hard for him to do that with this few cards in hand. Presence and pass. Obviously, I'm not going to tap on my Caracas still. Oh shit, I forgot to send that guy an invite. Dang. Well, I don't know if you can, like, message an opponent or, like, use their screen name for something. MTGO kind of sucks. Right. I mean, like, actually, I could play Doomwake and start attacking for the reason I mentioned. Like, it, like, makes Grizzlebrand less, like, normally Doomwakes. Oh shit, I don't have, or I do, but I tapped it wrong. God damn it. Normally, you would, like, obviously side out Doomwake in this matchup. Like, normally it doesn't, like, do what it's intended to do. But if I can start attacking and, like, bring his life total down, like, most of his outs at this point are probably going to involve, like, a Grizzlebrand doing some, like, wacky shit and, like, setting him up for a bigger turn next, like, after he gets the Grizzlebrand in play. So, his life total is going to be important for that reason. Doesn't need to keep dropping these lands, I think. Like, he could, sure. He could, Do I seal it now? I don't think so, right? I think I do that in response, right? Because, like, I don't want him to get a Grizzlebrand out. Like, I'd like him to use his mana. I was just baiting me. That's weird, though, that he just doesn't have any creatures in hand, I guess. Alright. So, yeah. I want to leave cast out mana open in case he does go for the cast out plan. I mean, for the, sneak attack plan. I think that's more important than, like, drawing a bunch of cards, because my board's already pretty ideal, really, against this deck. We drew really well. I can't use that wild growth unless I draw another wild growth through land, so I'll do it next turn. Get his life total down, reduce. Like, you can't double draw with Grizzlebrand now. And you can't attack with a sneak attack Grizzlebrand because of grass. And it's going to be hard for him to attack with a... Yeah, alright. So it should be everything. I guess I'll just touch first. For the free card. So that's the mana open for cast out. Do Mike beats. Yeah, okay. So we got pretty lucky with our draws there, to be honest. But the good news is our sideboard gets better. So Solitary Confinement does nothing here, because like Emrakul just destroys it. Grass is actually pretty good against him. Groundsfield does nothing. Domaic obviously is pretty poor. Becomes Wicker Bow. Get a couple chokes in there. Seal Primordium is important. On the draw, actually, Guy might not be that bad. Because like it's important just to have the cards in hand against the show and tell start. I think you can take out one Enchantress in this matchup because you are the control role. So that can become a Gaddock Teague. I don't know if guys touches fast enough. Like, what do you want your turn 2 to be? Like, Choke, GSC, or Gaddock Teague, Living Wish? Like, yeah, I don't know when you're going to cast Touch. But, yeah, it's not, I don't know. Guy might be too slow. Maybe it's okay when you're on the draw, or on the play, I mean. But I was going to say, because you need to bring an Emrakul. Like, first of all, if he's running Cunning Wish, if he has released the ants, you need Emrakul in your deck. Otherwise, it's just another out if he goes, like, early Show and Tell, but it's, like, not an Omniscience. It's an Emrakul or Grizzlebrand. Like, you can just Emrakul and attack him, and that's always good. So, wish targets. My primary wish target is going to be Karakas, obviously. if I think I've got like an answer to the show and tell plan, but I need an answer to sneak attack, I can get Phyrexian Revoker. Or I can get Reclamation Sage. That might be like too many like wish targets. Generally, like your plan, especially if you're on the control roll, is like you want to make your first 2 wishes as active as possible. So like it might be better to bring one of these in to have an additional main deck answer. In which case, I think it's probably Phyrexian Revoker. Just because I would like him to. Phyrexian Revoker can be pretty saucy if they don't like. If they put in Show and Tell Grizzlebrand and then you Revoker. But it's also good against Sneak Attack. So, what the hell do I take out? I could bring out another Enchantress. Actually, don't want Eidolon to go out because like I need damage, and even though it's not very much damage, I still need it. Maybe an Argothian, because they probably bring in Pyroclasm, so I can reduce my damage there. Oh shit. Okay, I think a guy's touch can go. Come on, submit. Did it work? Because I've had like okay, it did work. I had a game a little while ago where it like man. So it's really slow. It has grass against sneak attack and cast out against show and tell. I think you have to keep it just because of the cast out. But I was saying, like, I had MTGO like not recognize that I sideboarded. I was against Black-Red Reanimator anyway, so like it didn't really matter that much. But like it might have made a difference because their hand was pretty bad. But like whatever, I'd have lost the match anyway. Black-Red Reanimator is just the worst matchup. It's a mixed blessing to draw that because he does have Cunning Wish for release the hands. It's not great. I mean, he could bring in Blood Moon, but I do have a guy's touch left, so I think I want to hold on to the Heath. Or the Forest, I mean. Nothing to do. I could cycle cast out if I want to throw away like my best card in this matchup. If he show and tells this turn, would you put in cast out or Emrakul? If he has Omniscience, you need cast out. Anything else, cast out also answers. Ooh, sneak attack. Blood Moon. Oh, okay. That's fine. It's a mountain. I don't care. Maybe that's why I should have actually done the Heath first, though. Because now I only have 1 green source. And no blue. Well, now I think I do. Well, that also means he can't, like, accelerate into a sneak attack next turn. I don't think I would have brought in Blood Moon in this matchup. Like, I guess it shuts down Karakas is his thinking, which is true. But, like, It's next turn I choke, obviously. I'm still hoping he's on the show and tell plan. I'm a little bit deader to the sneak attack plan. There's not many cards in hand. Well, Abundant Growth is good because, you know, obviously it's good against Blood Moon. But I don't have mana to do that and to choke, so I'm gonna lead off with a choke. See how that goes. Could just get countered. Who knows? I guess choke isn't quite as good. Okay, well, so I mean, the good news here is that he's got 1 card in hand, so he definitely doesn't have the combo. Like, at best, he's got 1/2 of the combo, and it has to be the sneak attack one or just gonna cast out. Like, he doesn't have enough cards, certainly, to, like, Omniscience and a Cunning Wish and all that shit. So those are the good news pieces for us. Okay. Now I'm really wishing I'd cracked that Heath for a forest, but I think I'll Abundant Growth this, and then Argothian. I destroy the Blood Moon, though, crack the Heath anyway. I don't know. I'm not sure it matters much. Did I already drop my land? That was silly. That was silly. I shouldn't have dropped my land. Oh well. Okay. And if he has a Pyroclasm, then that's like one more card that's not part of his combo. Like I said, you're the control deck here, so like it's okay if they answer your threats, because that means they have to spend cards that aren't assembling their combo. You know, it's like that against most combo decks. Like so, like sometimes like you'll get lucky and like a like Storm combo player or Elves player will like bring in all these like control cards and it'll like weaken their combo deck, their ability to combo. So I have to cast out. He can't force the will. He's only got one card. Obviously I don't like losing the cast out because show and tell becomes slightly worse. But like with one card, he's I guess he could run days. I don't want to get blown out by it. With one card, he's not going to have Omniscience, so like show and telling a Emrakul is fine. Like, so Elephant Grass I could drop here, but I need more green mana. And he'd need the sneak attack and a land and the creature, so that's impossible. So I'm okay. You know, if I destroy the Blood Moon, I shouldn't have done that. You can do that if you like. If I put the Abundant Growth on there, that'd be fine actually, even without Blood Moon. So do I Green Sun Zenith for Gaddock Tea? Kind of like makes Pyroclasm a lot better though, which I don't like doing. So I think 5, 2, 4. I think I Eidolon and I could start attacking. Obviously that's not like real pressure, but it is something. I'm gonna draw a lot of cards this turn though and fix my mana somewhat. Next turn I can replenish that choke, that'll be nice. I don't need the Argothian. I'd rather fix my mana situation and draw cards. Maybe I'll, I should have put that on the fucking 117th. Yeah, fudged it up. If I put it on the Heath, I could have cast the Gaddock Tea this turn. Which I don't know, it still does open you to, I guess I can just, Elephant Grass here. Might as well. So now maybe I do want to destroy the Blood Moon, now that I drew Caracas. Green Sun Zenith aren't as good since I've got Gaddock Tea in hand. That's not what I missed. Although I can go, actually I'll get Wicked Bow. Let's see. I don't need the Heath. And I don't think I need another Argothian. I was thinking if I could set up for Replenish, but I don't think there's too much point in it. Alright, so Replenish will hit a land now at least. If he taps this Volcanic, like I definitely want to Replenish, because then like if I destroy his Blood Moon, it'll actually hit the, how much is that? I don't know if I'd have brought her in, but I guess it makes sense. I guess I want a Living Wish now to kill her. What I want is to kill that Blood Moon and Replenish. So I guess first I'll kill the Blood Moon. So that I can get Sanctum Mana. Should he? No. Yeah, I could put the Abundant Growth on this. Fuck that up. Well, I'll use it for the Green Sun Zenith. 4, 5. Alright. Can't have Force of Will and a threat in hand. X is 4. Get my wicker bow. So if he has it in hand, he top decks a blue source. He activates it. He still can't attack through the grass. Even if he could, at this point, honestly, I could afford to lose 6 permanents. I can take the damage. So it's fine. Let's see, I could... is Gaddock good anymore? You know he's down 1 sneak attack. Okay. Alright. So beat Sneak and Show. I mean, it really comes down to, like, if you have the right answers in hand, really, for whatever they have. You know, your active cards. Like, I got pretty lucky, especially game 1. Your active cards are, like... You know, you have a fair number, like Living Wish for Caracas. Like, I think gives you a slight edge over other Enchantress builds, especially game 1. So it does make sense for him to bring in Blood Moon, I guess. But then you also got like Oblivion Rune effects, Seal of Primordium, Elephant Grass is good, Choke, game 2, Gaddock game 2. I mean, you can wish for him game 1. Yeah, and then like the fact that they do have to like assemble their combo. So like in a way, like the hands you fear the most are the ones where they're not disrupting your plan at all, because that means they've got the most of their combo pieces ready to go. J.A. Lisa, this guy's a board leader. I can't pull up the thing. Right, well, I can't remember what he plays though. I feel like it might be Sneak a Show. Am I able to see this while I'm in? No, I'm not. I'm in. Okay. I think you keep this anyway. You got 2 Enchantresses, Utopia Sprawl. You hope he doesn't have a turn 1 Chalice, whatever he's on. But even if he does, you can go turn 2 Argothian. So like, there's no reason to mulligan this hand. He reveals Chancellor. Oh right, he's on Reanimator. Well, I'm screwed. Okay. Maybe he's... No, he's gonna end up turning into... Sucks to be me. Yeah, maybe I'll get lucky. Oh right, I forgot about the Chancellor. Maybe I could have led with the Abundant Growth. Yeah, I should have led with the Abundant Growth. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna do. It don't matter. But I should have led with the Abundant Growth. This is such a bad matchup. I'm assuming he's on black-red. Not mono-black. Yeah. Is he digging? Well, that could mean he's digging for a Reanimate, which would be good news. Oh my god, he's got an Elesh Norn too, and all I've got is stuff that just totally dies to Elesh Norn. Oh, he didn't have it that turn. Wait. No, I can just Argothian here. We've got the Banishing Light next turn. It would have been better to have the Sprawl, though, because that way, if he's got a discard, which he probably does for the Banishing Light, I could have still cast out. So maybe because he had a slow start, I could have won if I hadn't made that mistake. Oh, an Animate Dead or something, so I can use Grizzlebrand fully. So, like, I mean, if they have to rely on a Reanimate for Grizzlebrand, it's not like you got a chance in those situations. He really didn't draw any. Oh my god. Shit. Yeah, like if I had Utopia Sprawl here, I could just wish for Revoker. Fuck me, man. Screw up. I guess it doesn't matter, they don't play like waste. Grounds. Brown seal? Oh my god, I'm getting so lucky. It probably doesn't matter, to be honest. Like, you can steal, like, the occasional game, but you're not gonna steal two. Like, just getting one requires, like, a lot of luck. And, like, post-board, they have more than we do, actually. So if he's clearly searching for a reanimate effect. If he doesn't draw the Exhume, like, that could actually, like, be it. I'm gonna Wish next turn for Revoker. Although, he could still Elish Norn, but he can't, what's he doing? Oh, is this just for, yeah, Faithless Living, okay. But, like, that's okay. If he has to, like, first Elish Norn, then he loses tempo. We can Caracas the Elish Norn. Yeah, okay. He's got the Exhume. Yeah, almost got lucky. Should have led with that abundant growth. But unless he draws another Exhume, which, I mean, he probably will, but, like, maybe he won't, and then he can't get reinforcements. So I do have 3 answers to this guy, so I can't get rid of all of them, I think, with discard, and they're all different, so it's not like you can just Cabal Therapy away 3 Living Wishes. So let's see what he's got. So, like, this, because it's a slower game for him, this is another one where, like, if I was running Bojuka Bog on the board, like, I'd actually probably have just had this by now. I would have done Living Wish last turn for Bojuka Bog, and he'd have, like, what, like, 2 cards in hand, like, you know, that'd be game. But, like, these hands don't happen that often, and I was finding Bojuka Bog to be mostly kind of disappointing. Like, sometimes it was really good, but, like, a lot of times I was against decks like lands where, like, you're already very favored, or like 4-color loam where you're, like, slightly favored, so, like, it matters more there. But like, if they have a knight in play, it's pretty easy for them to rebuild their graveyard, so it's not even that great. It usually just, like, buys you a couple turns. Yeah, there goes Tide Spat Tyrant. Hope his hand isn't too saucy. Probably is, though. If I keep one land, I could still Banishing Light. I'm gonna assume he goes for the Living Wish, because on the face of it, it's cheaper. But if I still have one land left, I can still play the Savannah, Gaia's Touch, drop the Forest. No, I don't have the Wet Mana then. Yeah. Guess I could try to draw into an Elephant Grass and stop him from drawing more cards with Grizzlebrand. But he'd probably just bounce it with Tidespot Tyrant. So I think I almost... Yeah, maybe I could have won this if I hadn't led with the Abundant Growth. Or if I had led with the Abundant Growth to get countered. To be honest, I find it a little annoying that, like, it just shows up in here, this area, instead of, like, something here. So it's really easy to, like, not pay attention to it. But So I think the only thing I can do here is Guy's Touch. Maybe if I draw the other Guy's Touch, I'll have enough lands to withstand his spell assault, but probably not. At any rate, I'd be at 7 next turn. So this was like a little bit more of a struggle than it normally is because he had a slow hand, but yeah, this is just a terrible, terrible matchup. Like, you could run Bajuka Bog and Fairy Macabre, and or Fairy Macabre. You could run Shriek Maw, might improve it a little bit, like, but like, the thing is, Living Wish is just too slow against them most of the time, like their turn 1 or 2 deck. Or turn, like, 3, before we really start doing stuff. I guess there's not much point in Wild Growth. Might as well dig a card deeper, maybe get the other Guy's Touch. No. I think I'd rather keep the touch, because if he doesn't bounce it, I get another land drop. And if he has to, it's another thing he's got to hit. But like, yeah, I mean, this game's pretty much over. And there's no point in like putting a Wild Growth on a land. It's just gonna get bounced again. You can count on that. It's probably even worse now because I didn't used to main deck Elishnor, and that card is also beating against you most of the time. Okay, spend some touch. Alright. Yeah, I mean at this point actually there's nothing I can draw. Even like a Caracas isn't gonna stop it being lethal next turn. Let's roll through this so we can get to the next match. It is unfortunate that we got paired like that. Oh well. Okay, so Primordium comes in because it might hit and animate dead. Like, you kind of have to just prepare for the corner cases. I guess, like, for the same reason Rex Sage, although it could be a little bit of a liability if, like, he makes you discard it. And then, like, reanimates it against something, but, I think you have to get lucky here. Your Scowl obviously entirely too slow. Doing Giant actively bad. Eidolon, I think, yeah, they could reanimate it, and it's not like you're ever gonna like pay for it. Spore Frog might buy you a turn against like one of their bad like like if they don't have Grizzlebrand or Elishnorn and they're just like going beats with something like a Chancellor or something that could buy you time for the same reason I think you bring in the Confinement, just because like if they get unlucky it might be enough. You can take out a Presence, I guess. Like, they're a little slow. Actually, maybe you take out an Argothian, not a Presence, because of they are running Elishnorn. Yeah, I think that's it. Like, if they were still running, like, they used to run green for Reverend Silence, and then, like, maybe Gadactique would do something, but, now they're on Wear and Tear. Oh, yeah, Friction Revoker comes in, because, like, usually he's too slow to wish for, like, that time he wouldn't have been, but almost always he's too slow. But, like, if you have him in your opening hand, especially if you're on the play, maybe you can go turn 2, Revoker on Grizzlebrand, and, get lucky like that. So I guess maybe a touch, because it's probably too slow. Okay, well, I don't know, the land drops can matter, like, against, if he gets a slow, start, like, land drops matter against Tidespout Tyrant. So I guess go down another Enchantress. Replenish, do I care about it? Is it ever going to come up? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. I just never see myself having that much mana. Well, it has a Caracas, and it has a Grass, and it has a turn 2 Enchantress, and a Confinement. I guess it's as good as you're gonna get outside of like a turn 2 Friction Revoker, which I think is probably our best hope. Non-basics don't matter, and I guess I could draw a guy's touch at some point here. But you do, so you bank the Caracas because like they don't have any guys that have haste, and they do have that Archon guy, Ashen Rider. Okay, or you just got it, so like, if that happens too. Well, it was a quick match, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. So like, if I'd played that first one correctly, like with the Abundant Growth instead of the Utopia Sprawl, let's see, like he would have had to get Elish Norn first. Then I could, no, because I'd already used my Living Wish, but like I still would have had an answer to it. So like, yeah, maybe I could have won that one. And it would have cleared my board though. But like, I'd have the Ground Seal in play, so I'd have to draw another Exhume. If he doesn't discard an Ashen Rider, it might be right to play the Elephant Grass. Because that will also stop him from attacking and gaining life. And thus cards. Assuming I get to keep the Elephant Grass, which is probably the most logical thing for me. Okay, fine. Guess that's the way to go. Huh, okay. Well, now it's definitely over. I could, yeah, I'm just gonna, and he has Serenity? That seems like such overkill. Holy shit, what deck is that against? Like, are they really afraid of, like, Stompy decks? Do Stompy decks beat Reanimator? I have no idea how that matchup plays out. Maybe, like, Chalice is just really good against them? I mean, I could see it being solid, but, or like, maybe Trinisphere? I'm not sure, like, why Serenity. Like, it doesn't seem that good against, like, Death and Taxes, which I would think would be a bad matchup. Whatever. I'm just gonna concede there's nothing I can do here. mean, actually, I don't know. I guess I could have drawn an Elephant Grass. Maybe I should have held it. No. Alright. No, because he was going to draw cards anyway. Yeah, okay. Forgetting that he wasn't actually in top deck mode under Sire of Insanity. Okay, so 2-2. One bad matchup loss. Can't really, like, whatever. I don't mind that. And then one that's, like, a completely rogue deck, so who knows. That also happen to have, like, Triple Chalice. I mean, yeah, what are you going to do? Triple Chalice is pretty good. Oh my god, I think I played against this guy the other day and he was on Reanimator. Am I playing against Reanimator yet again? That's so excessive. Like, I was afraid of a Reanimator summer, like, immediately following the banning of Deathrite. Although, like, I fully support the banning. But, it didn't happen. But, like, now I feel like, earlier today I also played against them twice. I'm hoping he's not actually on that. Maybe I'm thinking of a different, like, WOTC coverage person. Well, let's look it up. Yeah, actually, maybe that's a different person. Yes, no, I got it, so it wasn't Reanimator. What was it? I think the last WTC coverage person. Show and Tell. At least that's what they were playing last time. If they're on Show and Tell, this is an okay hand because it has Living Wish and Elephant Grass. It's not ideal because it doesn't have a cast out in hand. But if they don't have it like turn 2, I can wish for Caracas and beat the majority of their hands. Or at least, you know, slow down the majority of their hands, I mean. Like, you know, they'd have to draw into something else. Okay, but I don't think they play Verdant Catacombs. Unless I'm sorely mistaken, since I can't get a Tropical Island. Oh my god, not Reanimator. No way to know yet what that means. That could be Storm Combo, it could be like Jund, it could be Reanimator, they could play Thoughtseize, it could be Grixis Control, it could be a lot of things. But I think I think Utopia Sprawl would be the smart card to take here, since I have double Enchantresses and Living Wish. Losing my only acceleration would hurt. Maybe I'll be really lucky and I'll be on like Zombardment. No, they just taken the grass. Alright, well, I guess no point in showing them what I drew. I guess I'll name white. I've got time for black. Oh shit, is that on me? My bad. Sorry, checking the text. Alright. Wait, sorry, that was my turn 1, yeah? Okay. It's like panicking here for a second. Okay. Okay, so they hit my Enchantress. So I'm stuck on a Wish, or whatever I top deck. That's not the worst thing necessarily. They're not doing anything, so I still don't know what they're on. They could be on Mono Black Reanimator. Like, when I played against them, they ran like tons of discard. Okay, so I can just Abundant Growth here, and then Wish. Like he already has the Wish. Sometimes against black decks, you don't want to Wish early because of Cabal Therapy. But like he already knows I have it, so like if I'm not gonna do anything else with this turn, I might as well Wish. And I hope he doesn't have another like a creature to flash back or another discard spell, and if he does, then I'd be in top deck mode either way. And like maybe he's running like Duress, which Argothian dodges. Although you'd have thought he'd have to play that instead of the therapy for that reason. I mean, okay. Okay, he has on Zombardment. Oh no, but he's gonna flash it back, so that sucks. But I've got grass, so I can buy like, unless he gets Goblin Bombardment itself, I can buy like 1,000,000 years of time with all this land. And if he doesn't, I hope I draw an, like if he names grass, I hope I draw an Enchantress, or an enchantment. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I guess this is another match where, like, having Bajukabog would be nice. It's a pretty favorable matchup in my experience. Like, I haven't played it that much, but, like, Elephant Grass just stops them. Okay, well, it's completely stripped my hand, I guess. But, he doesn't have anything on the board right away. Let's see. He doesn't have a Bloodghast. He doesn't have a zombie yet for, Gravecrawler. Okay, so I'm in top deck mode, but okay, let's see a top deck. But he doesn't have that much going on either, so. So let's see, what removal do they run main deck? Well, that's annoying. And they'll probably like, yeah, okay. It's fine. Just hopefully don't draw a land. Okay, I guess I might as well attack. He is at low life, and the only thing he has with haste is Bloodghast. I mean, he's not at low life, but like he's eating into his life a bit with these thought seizes and fetches, so might as well try to take advantage of that. Okay. You know, the other cool thing about having Eidolon, just get him his Gravecrawler, is that if my Eidolon dies, it kills his bridge from below. Alright, well that'll buy. Maybe I actually attack first. Can't block it with a Gravecrawler. He can chump it, but I don't know why he would with the Crypt Breaker. I mean, almost certainly not going to pay for that. It's just going to cycle. But so I think I actually get yeah, play my land here. I think I get Dimwake actually. Next turn I could Dimwake, clear his board, draw a card. Because I have Abundant Growth for the black. Like if he like makes a zombie token with this, that's reasonable, and like I mean he probably will, but like and I won't kill it immediately, but Dimwake seems pretty solid here. Man, you guys, I was so scared I was playing against Black Red Reanimator again. That is a bad, bad beating. I'm going into town in a minute. I live in Brussels now, and my boyfriend's in the downtown area. I'm gonna go drink some sweet Belgian beer. Yeah, okay. I like these swamps. These are like from Mirage, yeah, back in the day. Old school swamps. Alright, that's fine. It's just another thing for Bloodghast to kill. And it comes back, but like who gives a shit? It doesn't have haste right now. Probably won't get it. Okay, you can't target me. Alright. Savage. Oh man, Dumek is so good against this setup right now. He just eats spirits all day long. Just nom 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 nom. Let that die. Draw a card and clear his board. Seems like a good deal. Seems hot. You see that again? I did the Emrakul thing. That's fine. Wait, is that fine? Wait, maybe that's not fine. Well, I should have attacked first, actually. No. Alright. Okay, that's fine. I can... I don't want to lose my Eidolon, actually. So I think I just, like, sit back. I can take 6 damage. Okay. Kill a zombie token. Look at his spirits, but those won't generate bridge from, or trigger bridge from below. Bloodghast does trigger. He's got a Cabal Therapy, but I don't have anything in hand, so joke's on him. Okay, so not a land for the turn, and I think I'm good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands out of 18 cards. So, statistically, I'm due. He doesn't have a draw engine to get his Goblin Bombardment online, so that would be the scary thing if he top decks Goblin Bombardment. I think other things I'm not really concerned about. Let's see, Living Wish also gets me an enchantment. Green Sun Zenith isn't great here because I already have the Eidolon. Like in this situation, you would want a Green Sun Zenith for Eidolon. It's a fair bit of damage, honestly. I really need an enchantment here. An enchantment into an enchantment, ideally. Or like an Abundant Growth to get 2 enchantments. That'd be nice. I don't know, maybe it would be right to... No, I need to draw out of this. Replenish would be good too. Fucking Argothian. Actually a pretty bad draw right now. Like she might just be chump material. Although, is it better to chump with Eidolon? Or, I guess Eidolon at least trades with something, like another token. Let's see, what's he got? He's got 2, 10, 14 damage on the board. So Doomwake actually, well, I don't like being that low. Although I think actually, regardless, I'm going to be low. So I guess I don't necessarily, well, I need to do my math next turn, but if I'm at 1, obviously this Heath would be pointless, but I could, I was going to say I could discard it to Confinement, but Confinement's gone, but if I have Replenish, then I want to discard it to Confinement. Replenish would be really sick, actually. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'll be at 1, right? If I... Anyway, I don't think I need the land drop, especially. I mean, like, whatever, I guess I could, like, thin and, like, marginally increase my odds, but, like, that's so, bad, is what that is. That's bad. Time to do math. We've got 4 in the air. That puts me at 9. We've got 8 zombies, 1 Bloodghast. If he has Goblin Bombardment, he has it either way. So, where's Bombardment? Does he run any other direct damage is the question. And I don't think he does. On the other hand, if I draw like grass, and well, grass is enough to kill the spirits, and the others just get stopped by grass. So I think because I need to get 2 enchantments to be okay here. So I think I leave both my enchantresses alive. I block a zombie token. Right, 6, 10, 12. Okay, and I wouldn't like, if I draw another Doomwick, I still have that. So I just need to draw an enchantment this turn, and I should be okay. Sure. Enchantment. Replenish will do. Replenish will do the job fine, especially with an Eidolon in play. Okay, so the confinement comes in, obviously. I do want the Steel Primordium because I care a lot about Goblin Bombardment. For that reason, I probably just have Friction Revoker as a wish target. I think that might be my primary wish target, besides like Doomwick and Argothian. Maybe Sporefrog, actually. Actually, Sporefrog is a really good wish target against them. Should I just bring in Sporefrog to Green Sun Zenith? So why Sporefrog is so good is because like they're an aggro deck, it buys a turn, but more than that, it kills Bridge from Below. Because Bridge from Below says whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, that you exile Bridge from Below. So maybe I bring in Sporefrog. They're not that fast that I think Mirror's Guile is dead. I don't know if they actually run anything that Ground Seal stops. I was thinking of like a similar list is like Dredge. You know, you have a lot of similar like interactions, but like Dredge runs Dread Return, so you keep in Ground Seal. But I think they don't actually. Oh, Surgical. Okay, I care about Surgical. I don't want to get Surgical. I think I do need all my Enchantresses. I think I'm probably like sort of the aggressor here, even though I'm bringing in the confinements. In the sense that like maybe the Gaia's Touch, like Gaia's Touch isn't as good against like discard decks because like or like exploration effects in general like require like cards from hand to be good, and for that to be true, like you know, like against discard, that's not as true. So I could bring in either Seal or Sporefrog here, I think, or I could bring in Aegis, which obviously like immediately dies to Goblin Bombardment, but it also like stops all their discard. So maybe that's better as a wish target. But like right now, like you have an overabundance of good wish targets. Wickerbow Elder. Actually, I think Rex Sage is the better wish target because like it dies easier, which like I want a creature that dies actually to kill his bridges. Although maybe I'd want a blocker. But I think I do care a lot about Goblin Bombardment because Elephant Grass stops all his other plans. I think I do like Eidolon. Like, obviously, it was key that game. And I like Doomwick. Like, obviously, removal, 1-for-1 removal isn't... Actually, yeah, I probably should have put out Cast Out for Steel Primordium. Okay, I think I keep this. Only has 1 Enchantress, but it has Grass. Okay, that's the Grass. Maybe that means that he's on a fast A fast plan. I don't think he runs any non-basic hate. But like, so like I got the white. Do I name black? I guess in case I draw a Dimwake. I certainly want to be able to play him. 1, 2, 4. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean like so like the first couple turns can look so much like the enemy. Faithless Looting and discard. But, you know, depending on what obviously he puts in there with Faithless Looting. Okay, so he does have a sort of fast start. Bloodghast. And he's probably going to play something else. Okay, yeah. It's a pretty fast start. So did I bring in the Spore Frog? No. See, they do sometimes, I think, have sweepers. Like, well, they've got Wear and Tear. I've seen them play, yeah, Sudden Demise. So, like, I guess he has an answer, a potential answer to either one, so I might as well play Green Sun Zenith, because that way, if he doesn't have the answer, I can play Presence and draw a card next turn. That's Family Enchantment. Okay. So let's get that land. Oh, you want to attack first? It's an extra point of damage, isn't it? Oh no, because yeah, I guess you actually just, yeah, I guess it's the same. So one of the things that I did find like underwhelming about Bajukabog, like I mentioned, is that oh shit, Perish. Oh yeah, shit. Is that like, you know, you can't use it as an instant speed, so they control when the Perish hits. Why? It's a big old carrion feeder. I'm gonna hold on to my Wish, like I might need it for Spore Frog. Like maybe it would have been right to like Argothian, like Wish for Argothian, because like he's more likely to have a Wear and Tear. Like it looked like he had 3 answers to each, so like the odds are higher of him having he's digging for the tear and filling up his yard. So maybe if now that he's got a bridge from below, maybe I Spore Frog. Does that seem right? He's gonna have some tokens. He's going to be like he's gonna have another land drop after this for sure. Probably a fetch land to make his feeder bigger and generate a couple tokens. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe it should have been Spore Frog instead of Rex Sage. Like when he's on the play, like I probably just need to worry about his faster hands. Okay, I didn't have the tear. That's good. I think. Do you think it's right here to? It could be right to Spore Frog here. Mars board gets too crazy. Does he have therapy in the yard? No. He's got 0 cards in hand. So, like that's one nice thing about playing against this deck is you can like when you get to this point, you kind of know what you're up against. There's not as like there's the top deck, of course, but there's just not as many surprises. That's a cool card. I've seen it in lists before, but I still think it's cool. Like when old cards like that see tech, see play. Main confinement seems good. That is a big old carrion feeder. So like, yeah, I was gonna say. So I think you lead off with the solitary confinement though, because so he's in top deck mode, but he does have double faithless looting, 3 faithless looting, so he can be digging for wear and tear. Like you can dig 1 each turn, but Let's see, so I think next turn I'll discard Sage, play the Presence, hope to draw another like 1 green mana enchantment, hopefully grass. But I was gonna say like a good frog, but then like all he needs to do is draw a discard, and he gets rid of my confinement. And that one draws me a card, even though it costs me a card. But actually, maybe I discard the Green Sun Zenith, because I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to play that. I think I'll have to discard both before the confinement drops, to be honest. So if he doesn't find that wear and tear, or I'm a dead man. This was a pretty fast start on this player. Yeah, well, depending on what I draw, I don't know. I guess I don't care about Goblin Bombardment too much, because he'd have to top deck it. It's probably not what he's digging for, since it doesn't get through confinement. He's digging for a wear and tear. Although, yeah, I don't know. It would be nice to have a chump blocker if he does draw that wear and tear. But like before I can worry about that, I need to actually get presence. Thank you, God. So that was a Savage Rip. That means he actually is in trouble. So I think I actually Green Sun Zenith next turn and Wild Growth and discard the Living Wish. I've got more wishes. I'm less concerned now about Spore Frogging. Yeah, I'd say I pay for that. Seems important. Oh yeah, then I can't Green Sun Zenith. Well, I can Wild Growth first, then Green Sun Zenith. So I'll either draw more enchantments or land. Either way, the wish can go. There will be more wishes in the future. Okay, so that's good. Zenith here. A Zenith? If a Zenith? Okay. If I Zenith, right? I still have grass. So I need to destroy 2 things with 4 mana and 2 cards. Now he could already have it. He could have drawn it that turn. Nobody liked that Gravecaller, right? And that's him, so he doesn't. I think I can actually let the confinement die next turn and then play the other one. It's not like he has counters, he just has discard. Paying for the grass is starting to get expensive. I can do it for 1 more turn and still draw a bunch of cards this turn. What did he do? He discarded. Okay. Let's make a token. Oh. I know. Oh, that's right. He can draw cards here. Ooh. That's an issue. I need to get Doomwake on board. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I don't like that one bit. I need to get Doomwake on board ASAP. Okay, Zealous Persecution. It's not great, but oh, actually it is okay. Oh. Alright. I need to get Doomwake here. So he doesn't have Goblin Bombardment, and he can't like do anything at instant speed unless I'm missing something, right? I guess. Just read all the cards, make sure I'm not like missing, like he could do this, but like whatever. He can't do, he doesn't have anything. He discarded Wear and Tear. That's interesting. Oh no, he didn't discard it, it was Stitcher Supplier. Okay, well that's rough beats. I see, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, okay, I think I'm okay to let the confinement die in my upkeep. I'll pay for the grass. Actually, even though I do need Doomwake, I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to cast him this turn. And I will need the green to like draw enough cards. I need to start hitting my land drops. Okay, well there he is. So I can start with the Wild Growth. Like I said, I don't think he's running any like wastelands or anything. Okay, well that's a good card to draw. I mean, I might as well Abundant Growth here because it basically like makes that white mana turn into something more useful. Because I'm about to have a ton of white mana. And it's mana neutral with Serra Sanctum. 7. Do I have enough for both? I can do math. 9. Yeah, I've got enough for both. Actually, I've got enough to, yeah. Alright. Okay, so now I can get rid of his Crypt Keeper, which was a little worrisome. Drawing extra cards is it's a little scary because he does have answers in his deck. So I mean, I could just like stack them all in response. Okay, so I'm going to bother. I mean, I guess I have a chump blocker now for Doomwake, although those Bloodghasts have haste. I'm a long ways off from actually being able to kill that thing, but I did leave in the Banishing Lights. The Banishing Light and the Cast Out, so I think, yeah, I'll just do that. Or I'll just like Living Wish next turn and, yeah, win that way. By winning. Just return, chat. Which one's he hitting? Alpha Grass, okay. Alright, so that's 1 down. 1 defense down. I don't need all these lands. If he's got double tear, I'm dead. Does he have a way to like flashback? If he's got a tear and a bombardment, am I also dead? Okay. Alright. If he's got the tear in hand, I think I'm dead anyway, right? Because like I can't block all the Bloodghasts and they're at lethal. So if he's got it, he's got it. Does he have it? That fake out. Oh my god, Wizards is so bad. Alright. So, that's 3 and 2. Lost to Reanimator and you know, triple chalice, so that's pretty reasonable. Beat Zombardment. That last one was pretty hairy. The first one was kind of hairy too, honestly. But you know, you do have a lot of good top decks against them. Let's see, what else did we beat? Okay, close this. What else did we beat? This was like just now, and I can't remember. I don't know what this is doing. No, this isn't right. That's right, we beat Sneak and Show, so that was good. And then, yeah, I mean, Sneak and Show, it's like a 50-50 matchup. You can't, like, get cocky about it. Like, they definitely just have hands that you can't deal with. Oh, that's right, it was Goblins, right? Was it Goblins? No, it was Delta. Okay. Well, that's also a favorable matchup. Anyway, thanks for watching. Signing off.